Happy New Year, everyone. Since it's 2026 and a lot of people have new goals and resolutions, today I'm going to show you guys how to make an Excel habit tracker just like the one you're seeing right in front of you. And to start, let's use a blank spreadsheet. And before we start construction, I'm just going to change the width of all the columns real quick. So column A, if we right click on it and go to column width, we can make this size 3. Column B will be the titles of all our habits and goals, so we will make that size 20, give it some more room. And then column C all the way to column AH, we select those and make the width size 3, or actually we'll do size 4 and hit OK. And then column AJ, we can grab and make this size 12, and now we're ready to get started. So in B2, I'll start filling out some information. The title of this chart will be January 2026, and let's change the formatting of that to text, and we're going to have to update that January 2026 because this is a monthly habit tracker that we will have to alter given the month. And then in row 2, we'll have the days of the week. So January 1st was a Tuesday, I believe, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And we can grab this, copy it over to 14, 21, 28, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for all 31 days in January. And column B is where we will have all our habits. So this will be titled the habit column. And then we will have all of our days of the month, 1, 2, 3. And then we can select those and drag all the way across for 31 days in January. And then to finish out the titles of our habits in column B, you can fill this in however you want. But I'll start with habit number 1. And let's say we have 20 habits. That's kind of a lot to track. I only track maybe 3 to 5, but for the template, we'll leave it at 20 so you can fill out whatever you want to fill out. Okay, and now for some formatting, let's select the whole sheet and center our text. Let's then go into these top 2 rows and bold them. And then let's also add some colors to our headers. So let's select row 2. And make this a dark blue with a white font. Select row 3. We can fill this in with a slightly lighter blue and a white font. And then let's grab this entire range we'll be using. And in the borders section, let's select all borders. After this, the field from C4 to AG23 is where we will have checkboxes to fill out everything. You could do a yes or no feature, but I think checkboxes are a nice tool that we want to use here. So if we go to the top, the Insert tab, you can see in the control group, there's checkbox here. So if we select checkbox, all of them will fill out. And then if we go back home, let's change the font of the checkboxes to gray, because I think that looks a little bit better. Another thing I want to do, you see, you check these boxes off and the check comes in and they turn gray. I want to make this green because I just think that's a good color to symbolize that you got something done. I think it looks a little bit nicer. So if we highlight all the check boxes and go to conditional formatting, we can then select new rule, format only cells that contain, and we want to do specific text containing true. And we do this because when a cell is formatted as a checkbox and it is checked off, you can see right here that cell C4, the contents are true because the checkbox is checked off. If it was not checked off, you would see that the contents are false. So if the specific text of the cell is true, we can format the font color as a dark green and the fill color as a light green. If we hit OK, you'll see that all our checked off cells are now green. So now on the right side of your spreadsheet in column AI, we want to have a total, a percentage, and a little chart displaying our progress for the month for this given habit. So in cell AI4, let's get the percentage of days we have checked off. And to do that, we can type in equals count if, open our parentheses. The range will be all these checkboxes, C4 to AG, comma, and that's a period, comma, and then in quotations, true. So this will count any checkbox that is true. If we hit enter, you can see it is counting 5 because we have 5 days checked off. Then let's go back into the formula. So we want this divided by count A. This formula will just count all the cells with any contents in them, including unchecked off checkboxes. And the range we are counting is again C4 to AG4. Close our parentheses and hit enter. And then if we format this as a percentage and add some decimal places, you can see that 5 out of 31 is 16.13%. And then we can drag this formula all the way down. So if we go to habit 20 and check off a couple days, you'll see the percentage change as we check them off. But let's get rid of that for now. And another cool thing I would like to do, you don't need to do this, but in column AJ, right next to our 16.13%, let's make a little visual representation of the days in which we completed this habit number 1. So if we go to the Insert tab, and then we go to the Sparkline group, and we hit Column Chart, the data range will be C4 to AG4, and the location is AJ4, which we already have. And if we hit OK, you can see this little chart fills in. I'll show you an example. If we check off more dates, you can see the chart fills in more and more. This progress bar, if you miss some days and then keep going, it even shows you the gaps that you've missed here. I think this is a nice feature. For formatting of this, if we click back onto this cell and click the Sparkline group, which is a new group, you can see it's in green font because this isn't normally here. It's here because we have a Sparkline in this cell and we have the cell selected. So let's click on this and let's make the Sparkline color green. And if we go home, let's make the fill color green. Let's do the same thing for our percentage. Let's make this green and bold and a dark green font color. We can then take these, drag them all the way down. And now, again, if we go to a random habit and start to check stuff off, you'll see our percentage and our chart fill in. And then let's also add some borders around this just so you can easily distinguish where we are. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it for this. You could add so many different things to a habit tracker, but I think this is a great foundation. Another thing, just for visuals, if we go to the View tab and then remove grid lines, I think this looks even better. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck these boxes to make this template, and you can find the link to this template in the description for the video. What you're going to have to do is open the link and then make your own copy so you can edit it as you see fit. So I hope you liked this video and learned something from it. I also hope you have a great 2026 and crush all your goals. And I really think that tracking them is a big part of helping you crush your goals. And if this was interesting to you, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more like this. Thanks for watching.